A pentagonal lamina of edges 25 mm is resting on HP with one of its corners such that the edge opposite to this corner is 20 mm above HP and makes an angle of 45 degrees with VP. Draw the top and front views of the plane lamina in this position and determine the inclination of the lamina with HP. So as he says, it is resting on one of its corners on HP. So obviously we have to start from HP. So since it is a pentagon, we will going to have an odd number size. So that means one end is a corner and opposite to that end will going to be the side. So here we can see C is the corner, opposite to that is the side, which is AE, which is perpendicular to VP. So that is the reason why you are getting a point in the front view. When you look from the front view, we can see all the sides are parallel to HP, that is on HP. Therefore, it will going to be in true length. So that is AB, BC, CD, DE and EA all are equal to a side of 25 mm. And when you look from the top view, we can see a pentagonal surface of 25 mm side. Now, when you look from the 2D analysis, we can draw, you consider the pentagon in the top view that is on the horizontal plane such that one of the sides is perpendicular to VP, opposite to the side will going to be always a corner. So that is what we have written here. The one end is a side and the other one is a corner. When you look from the top view, we can see A, B, C, D, E. When you look from the front view, A, B, C is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible, and D and E is away from the observer. Therefore, D dash and D dash will be invisible. So this end is a side, and this end is a corner. How do I know that it is a side? When you look from the top view, we can see here this is A dash, A dash. The top view of A dash, A dash is AE. So this is a line. And when you look from the top view, you can see this is a corner. That is 1 point. So you're going to get the corner. So this is how we can do the analysis. Now such that edge opposite to this corner is 20 mm above HP. So here, so it is resting on corner. The edge opposite to the corner, that is AE, is above HP by 20 mm. So once you draw this, so then here, this is the surface wherein the surface is inclined to HP and still it is perpendicular to VP. So that is the reason why you are getting a line here in the front view such that C dash is on XY line and the side opposite to the corner is above HP by 20 mm. So as it is seen that the above HP by 20 mm is parallel to HP. So we can see the true length in HP, that is AE, will going to be the true length. So that is what we have shown here. One end is a side and the other opposite to that is a corner. Since the corner is resting on HP, so you consider corner here C dash and then draw this line and then draw a vertical projector from, because you have taken 20 mm above HP. So you measure from here to here and cut an arc. So this is how you will be able to draw this line, and then to this you draw a top view such that one of the side is in, this is the side which is in true length, because AE is the side which is perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. Since it is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length in here, true length in HP. In the next position, if you see here, such that the side opposite to this corner makes an angle of 45 degrees with VP, and he says it is the true inclination. As we see here in the second position top view, wherein it is a true length. So on true length, we are going to get the true inclination. So you reorient the second position top view by rotating at an angle of 45 degree such that the 45 degree will be near to the observer. So here, and once you get this, so here first what we need to do is consider any point and draw a horizontal line. Then by using the protractor, you measure, you mark this point as E. You measure by using the protractor, you measure with respect to the horizontal line this inclined line at 45 degrees, and you mark this point as, and then you measure the length from E to A by using the compass with E as center in the third position top view. Cut an arc on this, so you're going to get this point A. Then to project these two and this point. So from A you measure the distance between these two, this perpendicular line. From A you transfer it onto that line. Then draw a vertical projector which is perpendicular to the XY, which is perpendicular, and that means you are joining to the point, draw a perpendicular with respect to EE, and then you measure the distance from this point to C, and from here you transfer it on to this side, so you're going to get C. Then once you get C, you measure the distance from this point to this point, then from this point you cut an arc, so you're going to get this point. So through C, so with respect to this center, with respect to this inclined line, you measure an angle of 90 degree and draw perpendicular to this inclined line, and then you measure the distance from this point to B and also from this point to D. Both will going to have equal length, and transfer it on from this point beneath this and also above this. So you're going to get this point B and D. So you name them A, C, E. Once you do this, then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to A with a dark line. Now we need to write the front view. To write the front view, you just draw the projections and such that you can see that C dash is on XY line, so that, and this is how you will be able to do the 2D analysis. How do I know that my problem is right? We can see that A dash, E dash still is parallel to HP, and the side opposite to this corner will going to be on XY corner. Opposite to this side will be on XY line, so it is on XY line. The side opposite to the corner makes an angle of 45 degree with VP, and once this corner is resting on HP, the side opposite to the corner is 20 mm above HP, which you can see here, and it is a side of 25 mm. So this is how we can be able to analyze this in 2D. We are going to solve the problem in the sketchbook. To solve the problem in the sketchbook, first we are going to draw the XY line and mark VP and HP, so that the XY line has to be a very thin line. Then first we will going to draw a vertical line of a distance of 25 mm, and you mark this point as A and E. By using the protractor with A as center, with respect to EE, you measure an included angle of 108 degree and then draw an inclined line. Similarly, with A as center, with respect to EA, measure an angle of 108 degree, which is the included angle, then draw an inclined line. And by using the compass, with A as center, taking the radius of 25, cut an arc on this 108 degree line, and also with A as center, cut an arc on this 108 degree line, and you will going to get these 2 points. From this point as center, draw an arc of 25 mm, with D as center, cut on the previously drawn arc, and you mark this point as B, C, and D. Then you join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to A with a dark line. So this is how we can be able to construct the pentagon. So then draw a vertical projector from A and E to the XY line, and draw a vertical projector from B and D to the XY line, and draw a vertical projector from C to the XY line. And then, as you see from the front view, ABC is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible, and D and E is away from the observer, so D dash and E dash becomes invisible. So one end is a side, so this end is a side. How do I know that? When you look from the top view, you are getting a line, and this is a corner. How do I know that? When it is looked from the top view, you are getting a corner point, which is C. Then he says that it is resting on one of its corners, so take any convenient distance, you mark this point as C dash, and then from here you measure the distance of 20 mm and draw a horizontal line. Then by using the compass, you measure the distance from C dash to A dash by using the compass with C dash as center, cut an arc on this horizontal projector, which is drawn at 20 mm above XY line. So then you mark this point as A dash and E dash, and then join A dash to C dash with a dark line. Similarly, you measure the distance from C dash to B dash. From C dash, you draw an arc so that you will going to get this point, and you mark this point as B dash and D dash in bracket. Now to this, I need to write the top view. To write the top view, draw a vertical projector from A dash and E dash. Draw a horizontal projector from A and E. Both will going to intersect at their respective points, and you mark this point as A, and you mark this point as E. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from B dash and D dash, and draw a horizontal projector from B and D. Both will going to intersect at these 2 points. You mark this point as B, and you mark this point as D. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from C dash and draw a horizontal projector from C. Both will going to intersect at this point, and you mark this point as C. Then you measure the angle with respect to HP, which is theta, which will be 31.32 degrees. When you are doing it in computer, When you are doing it in manual, it will be 31 degree. Now the inclination given is the true inclination, but the length what you have in the second in the second position top view is true length, because A dash E dash is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length in HP. Since the inclination given is true inclination and also the length is true length, therefore from the projections of lines, the true length will be on the true inclination line, we can transfer the true length. So you just measure. So first consider any point and draw a horizontal line. With that as center, you mark this point as E. With this as center, draw a horizontal line, and by using the protractor with E as center, measure an angle of 45 degree with respect to this horizontal line, and then draw an inclined line. Then you measure the distance from E to A. From E, you transfer it onto this line. Similarly, from E as center, taking the radius of E to this point, from E you transfer to this point. Similarly, this line is perpendicular to AE, so from this point join to C, with this point as center, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 90 degree with respect to AE, and then draw a perpendicular to AE. Then you measure the distance from this point to this point, and transfer it from this point to here on this line. So once you get this point, again you measure the distance from this point to C, and from this point you cut an arc on this, so that you will going to get this point C. Then we have to transfer the distances for B and D. From this point you measure the distance from this point to B, and also from this point to D. Both will going to have equal length. So with this as center, you cut an arc on the bottom side, you will going to get this B, and you cut it onto the top side, you will going to get this point D. So then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to A with a dark line. Then draw a vertical projector from A to the to above XY line, and draw a horizontal projector from A dash and D dash. Both will going to intersect at this point. You mark this point as A dash. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from E, such that draw a horizontal projector from A dash E dash, that is already reached here. So that means you will going to get this point E dash. Similarly, draw a horizontal projector from B dash and D dash, and draw a vertical projector from D to intersect at this point, and you mark this point as D dash, and draw a vertical projector from B to intersect at this point, that is from B dash to B dash in the third position, and you mark this point as B dash. Then draw a vertical projector from C to the XY line, and draw a horizontal projector from C dash. Both it will going to intersect at this point, and you mark this point as C dash. Then this is how you will be able to write the solution in the sketchbook. First we need to identify whether the problem is right or wrong. So in the final position, you can see the corner is resting on H. Then the corner opposite to this side will be inclined at 45 degrees to VP. The corner opposite to the side will going to be inclined to VP at 45 degrees. And the corner opposite to the side is above HP by 20 mm. And you can measure the surface inclination with respect to HP, which is theta, which will going to be 31 degrees when you're doing it in manual. When you're doing it in computer, which will going to be 31.32. So here, once you get this point, and then the corner is resting on HP, so the corner is resting on HP, so that corner will going to be this, and the side opposite the corner is above HP by 20 mm, which is the side opposite the corner, which is AE. So A dash E dash is above HP by 20 mm. This is how you will be able to analyze. This is how you will be able to draw the solution in the sketchbook. We are going to try to analyze this problem, whether it is right or wrong. So finally, in this position, we can see one of the corners on HP. The corner opposite to the side will be going to be 45 degrees to VP, and the corner opposite to the side is above HP by 20 mm, and you measure the angle with respect to theta, and also it's the pentagon of 25 mm side. So since we have satisfied all the conditions which is given in the problem, and hence the problem is